Enough games.
It's extremely graphic. Okay, that's very nice. Thank you for putting actual horror into the game. I mean, look at this shit. Why? Playing the new character, Deception, Inner Strength, Head On, Quick and Quiet. Just fucking get over yourself. Until you start moving, you see the aura of the killer as well as all generators and chests within 18 meters. Great, it's a Swift enabler. Do they not understand what Swift does to this game? Do they actually not fucking know about what Swift does to this game, mate? This is literally just free callouts. In a Swift, a coordinated Swift, you just stand within 18 meters while they're being chased, and it's spoon-fed to you after you stood still for 6 seconds. Fucking hell, dude. This is going to be running in Swift twat packs, this. It's literally easy wall axe. Just stand still for 6 seconds. When your mate on fucking Discord and Skype's being chased around the shack and all that kind of thing, go to the fucking corner, stand there for 6 seconds, boom, you know where the killer is. At every single instance, and you can just tell your mate where they are. Here we are, ladies and gentlemen. We arrive, spammed by presents, to 8.0.0. This is the D&D patch of the game. So we're just going to go through the killers. We're going to go through, well, the killer and the survivor, and provide honest thoughts as the very manifestation of negativity that I am, apparently. So without further ado, we're not going to jump into the store, we're just going to go straight for this. The killer has been revealed to be VECNA. This is recorded post-stream. The first thing I am going to say, because again, I am just going to say things, I'm going to say thoughts, all that kind of thing. I am a tidge bit disappointed. The reason for this, ladies and gentlemen, is because I thought that, you know, Lolth would make a better killer in terms of half Spider Girl, in terms of, you know, the whole monster versus humanoid kind of thing. There the man is, the Lich. So yeah, doesn't really impact anything though, as I say. I did listen to the, we'll give him the intro, by the way.
What secrets does this realm hold?
Oh, you'll fucking find out, fella. Don't you worry. We'll have to see how good your perks and your power are. First glance, is he rotatable? Yes, he is. Excellent. Because I know Alien still isn't rotatable for some reason. But, yeah. Man looks very clean. I do appreciate the appearance. I'm very keen to know what his launch skin might be, to be honest, if he does indeed actually get one. I know he's had multiple versions of him over the years. I actually learned in the stream today that D&D is actually 50 fucking years old. That was an incredible surprise to me. I don't actually know anything about D&D myself, which is why obviously I said I did prefer half Spider Lady over this, because it is, to me, just a humanoid killer. But I am eager to see what he's like in Chase, because apparently, from what we saw in the stream, this is a killer that has any means necessary built into his base kit, which means he can actually reset pallets. So that's hilarious in a game where killers aren't allowed to have powers. But anyway, moving on to the actual perks, we will do... Where the fuck is it? We do have 1.1 million actually, that's very nice, because I can actually show off all the add-ons in this video as well. You have to do this through the store actually, don't you? This is very unbecoming. How the fuck do I do the perks? Chill out a second, boys. I'm new to this whole menu situation. I'm assuming I can put... I will not speak over Matthew Mercer, who is apparently the... there we go. I don't know where to find this these days, because they keep changing the fucking menus every patch, so I literally don't know where to look at this. But anyway, we're going to go through this. Now, I'm going to say what I normally say at the beginning of every time a new killer is released and a new survivor is released. I'm going to take a guess at the beginning and say that all of these are going to be fucking useless. and there's only going to be, well, there'll be one of them that's actually useful, and there'll be one very problematic survivor perk that will, you know, give free escapes in certain instances. But, you know, we'll give it a fresh, you know, fresh take, all that kind of thing. And we'll dip into the first one then. So we've got Dark Arrogance. This is, what I will say as well, is this is the first time I've actually seen this. They didn't actually show the perks on the anniversary stream, thankfully, because I did want to live react to this. So we've got Dark Arrogance. When everything is going right, you are inescapable. You are an inescapable inevitability. Increases the duration you are blinded by any means and the duration of pallet stuns by 25%. Increases regular vault speed by 16%. Okay, I know I said that I was like the manifestation of negativity, but I think I have a right to be in this instance. Why the fuck would you ever run that? My brother in Christ, Bamboozle exists, which blocks the window you vault through and is also... Wait. I'm not being fucking stupid here, right? 1% difference. %1 difference for a 25% increase to duration of blinded and pallet stuns. I've got to be missing something here, right? Seriously, I have to be missing something. I'm literally questioning myself. Increases the duration you are blinded by any means and the duration of pallet stuns by 25%, right? So this is baseline, as I should say, actually, as well. So obviously, oh, fuck. Right, tell you what, give me a second. I'm going to go and feed him with this 1.1 million, and then we'll come back, because I'll be able to do the add-ons anyway. Just give me a wee second here, ladies and gentlemen, because this makes no fucking fundamental sense whatsoever. So, bear with me. Right, we've spent the points. Let's have a look, eh? Because I can't be fucking wrong in thinking that that's just ridiculous. So here they are at max rank, instead of just at yellow, because these are the only time you're going to see them as. So let's begin again, eh? Dark Arrogance. Increases the duration you are blinded by any means, and the duration of pallet stuns by 25%. Increases regular vault speed by 20%. Okay. But even then, I still don't think it's worth it when Bamboozle exists. Because you're still extending blinds and stuns by 25%, mate. It's more blinds, really, because you don't really get stunned too much, to be honest, if you're actively avoiding pallet stuns. You're still blinded by 25% longer, though. That's a fucking long blind, mate, with a purple flashlight. And it's only a... was it... It was a 5% increase. Yeah, I don't know. Don't know about that. I still think just Bamboozle's probably just better, honestly. Because it's just that you can still run Bamboozle and it's only a 5% difference, but Bamboozle also blocks the window. So it has anti-loot built into it. This doesn't. It just gives you extended stuns and blinds. Yeah, don't know about that. Languid Touch. Your dreadful aura is so suffocating that even terrifying scenes tire your prey. Fucking laughing stock. Alright, it's fine. When a survivor within 36 meters of you scares a crow. Ooh, new mechanics, eh? Well, mechanics that have been in the game since 2016 but never been touched. They gain the exhausted status effect for 10 seconds. This perk has a 20-second cooldown. It's easy to sleep on this, but that actually might be one of the easiest activatable exhaustion effects I've seen in the game. Actually, thinking about it. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and say that it's going to push Calm Spirit to be meta, but that's pretty damn easy to activate. It has a 20-second cooldown. The only problem is that it doesn't really mean anything if they're out of chase. Because it is only 10 seconds, it literally doesn't mean anything if you're out of chase. But I mean, for those times where you catch somebody off guard or catch somebody that's only just alerted, no, actually, no. When a survivor within 36 meters of you scares a crow, so when even in chase, it'll activate. I don't know, because I don't buy into meta and everything, ladies and gentlemen, because I fucking hate it, mate. I prefer like variance and diversity and perks and killers that are played and all this kind of thing. But I think this might actually turn meta. Because if you think about it, this basically just makes exhaustion just permanent. Because 9 times out of 10 you're going to disturb a crow in a chase. There's crows everywhere in the map. I do actually, well, thinking about that then, yeah, maybe Calm Spirit's going to be meta. Because Calm Spirit does hard counter this. That's quite interesting actually. I think that does actually switch the meta up. Something like that. We'll have to see obviously in a couple of weeks' time when the meta monkeys find the big fucking builds and ruin it for everybody else. But, you know, we'll see how it goes. But I do think that's actually quite impactful. It's got to be the easiest exhaustion effect in the game to get that. Yeah. Right, we've had 2... well, maybe that's his main one actually, because usually when killers get released there's 1 perk that gets used from each of the kills, the other 2 are fucking useless, so maybe the next one's useless. Maybe this is his power play, so to speak. So we'll see. Weave Attunement. This one's an absolute bible, so I'm assuming it might be somewhat impactful. You are so attuned to magical energies that you can sense even minor ripples around enchantments. When an item becomes depleted for the first time, it is dropped. You see the auras of dropped items. Survivors within 8 meters of dropped items have their auras revealed to you. Whenever a survivor picks, when a survivor picks up a survivor item, implying there's any other items in the game. I mean, there's killer items, but they suffer from the oblivious status effect for 30 seconds. No, I don't see this. Because if the item's depleted, the survivor's not going to want it anyway. It's basically just saving your fucking enemies from pressing fucking R or something. I mean, it's got aura within 8 meters, but so it's when a survivor picks up. I mean, there's your main effect, I suppose. When you pick up a survivor item, they suffer from the oblivious for 30 seconds. That's pretty much the most useful thing, I think, for this. Yeah, I don't know about that. Doesn't really seem like it's going to be a thing. It might have synergy with something else, but, you know, at face value, I'm not too keen on that, to be honest. I don't think it'll do anything. I do believe that Languid Touch is probably going to be quite good, though. We're going to stick them all on, obviously, just to see how they work in the game. We will do a pass on his add-ons. I've managed to get all of them, I do believe. We will start with Browns. Now, the way I'm going to do this is, obviously, because I haven't played him yet, I'm just going to list them off so you can have a look at them. And then I shall provide thoughts, even though, you know, the language that's going to be used to describe half of these I'm not going to fucking understand. But, you know, we'll see what happens based on percentages and things like that. Just in the same flavour of perks, though, as I will say, I'm probably expecting to be looking at these 4 being his best add-ons, and these ones being his worst, because that's usually what Behaviour Design's add-ons like, for some bizarre reason. But anyway, we'll go along the line and see what we've got. Trickster's Glove. Hey, hang on a minute. Oh, to an Arcane Trickster. Okay. I thought it was G-Wound's glove, and we was going to have, you know, items relating to him because they're all adventurers or something. I don't know how D&D works. The glove once begun belonging to an Arcane Trickster whose mastery of Mage Hand clings to its fibres. Increases the time Mage Hand holds a pallet up by 1 second. Now, I did see this in the reveal stream. So this, I believe, Mage Hand is VECNA's version of Any Means Necessary, because he can actually reset pallets. I don't know why you'd want to do this, and to be honest, rather than just breaking it, I should say, I do see the fact that when everybody does figure out how to play against this, I don't see how he's going to have... Well, I don't see how he's going to have any use out of it, because the survivors can literally just stand there and then just drop it again, because it will just go on a cooldown. So, I don't know. We'll have to see how it plays out. But anyway, that increases the time it takes a mage hand to hold the pallet up by 1 second. Tattered headband, I do believe... hang on. No, it's somebody else's headband in it for Alien. There was already an headband in it. An enchanted accessory once owned by a powerful summoner. It still carries a whisper of its former magic. Increases the distance of flight of the dams, spectral entities, by 4 meters. So this is what everyone in the reveal stream was calling Artist 2.0. This is the skeletons that he sends out that, based on what I saw, I believe you can just crouch under them to completely dodge them. Could be wrong there, but that is kind of the counterplay that BHVR likes to put onto killers to render most of the powers completely useless. But anyway, we will move on to the next one. That does actually extend it by 4 meters, so it might be quite decent, but we'll have to see what everything else does. Raven's Feather. A material component most typically used for the fly spell. Increases the duration of fly spell by 1 second. Okay, so these are all duration increases. This will be his 4th power in it. Used by spellcasters for centuries to scry upon friend and foe alike. When a survivor is revealed by Dispelling Spear, yep, the killer instinct effect lasts an additional 1.5 seconds. So there's your base increases into your powers. Ring of Telekinesis. It's arcane energy. It crackles to life when it's used and manipulates objects from afar. Decreases the time it takes a mage hand to lift a pallet by 50%. Wow, 50%, that's quite fast. So that's instantly lifting pallets, probably. Maybe quite decent. I'm assuming all of these are going to be... Well, there's 5 actually for each one, so there's something that does something different as well. Well, at least in green and yellows anyway. Ring of Spell Storing. A magical ring that rewards those who are well prepared. Decreases the cooldown of all spells by 5 seconds. Holy shit, okay. Whether that's impactful remains to be seen. Potion of Speed. A curious concoction that downgrades the rules of physics to mere suggestions. Sounds like VECNA's actually saying this. Decreases the period where you cannot attack after casting Fly by half a second. Here we fucking go. Why did I think there was going to be situations like this based on the killer's power? This is a trait if you're not familiar with DBD for some reason, and you're here. Welcome. There are, across multiple fucking killers in this game, after you use your power, there are large windows of just complete and utter fucking unresponsibility in your controls, which is intentional, by the way, to give survivors a means to get out of power range or anything like that when, you know, you use the power. So I'm assuming this is going to have a fucking massive window, because that's half a second, which is a long time as well, in-game time. It doesn't seem like it is, but it is in the physicality of the game. So that decreases the period where you cannot attack after casting Fly by half a second. So we're going to have to see how that fucking works. I've just realised I've not even looked at his power, but, you know, we'll do this in a minute. I'll edit it the other way around if it is that way. Lantern of Revealing. Even those who evade your attacks cannot evade your gaze. Reveals the aura of survivors narrowly missed by Flight of the Damned for 3 seconds. So that's your skeletons, isn't it? Okay, it's a bit vague because I don't know what narrowly missed is. Maybe if somebody crouches under it, maybe. This might have a bit of use later on, once all the fun's stripped from the game. But anyway, Glass Eye. A material component used to cast spells of detection. Increases the size of Dispelling Sphere by 2 meters and its movement speed by 10%. So, Dispelling Spear, from what I've heard of, is basically your tracking ability for this killer. It's a spear a fucking sphere that you put down in the environment. It's like a big bubble, but the survivors can't see it, and it travels around the map. This is what they said on the stream. It travels around the map. What that means is I don't know yet. How long it lasts again, I don't know. It probably explains that in the power, which we'll get to in a minute. So that's going to make it bigger and make it move faster, so obviously that's a direct improvement. The reason I'm saying this is because Dispelling Sphere kind of strikes me as one of the things I'm going to be using quite a lot, because it does help me track things. So, yeah, we'll see. But moving on to greens, Staff of Withering. So again, just before we go into this, I'm going to say expect things to get worse, because that's usually what happens with the add-ons in this game for Killer. Its necrotic power brings its targets closer to death. Dispelling Spear causes exhausted status effect for 20 seconds to survivors who enter its status. So this man can completely fucking shut down exhaustion perks by a mixture of his... Well, this is... I'm saying it now, I'm saying it before I even see it in game. This is the easiest way to get exhaustion in the game, I think. There is Mindbreaker from the Demogorgon, but that's... It's only like, I think it's 3 seconds at max rank, which basically can be removed just by walking away as soon as you hear the terror radius start to approach. This is literally 10 seconds, and you'll probably be in chase when it happens as well. So it's significantly harder to remove than Mindbreaker. I'm actually, yeah, I will throw this in here as well. I'm expecting a fucking hard nerf to this, honestly. Because I do think this is the one that's going to get whinged about. Because it disables a lot of second chance bullshit. And, you know, survivors need that these days. Anyway, moving on. So yeah, Dispelling Spear causes exhausted for 20 seconds when you enter its radius. And survivors can't see this sphere as well. So, seems quite solid. The thing is, with this, like, you're only going to be able to upgrade 2 of your abilities. Based on the add-ons, obviously there's 2 add-on slots. So... you're going to have to build into specific powers. You're going to basically pick 2 that you're going to build in a match, probably. And then, you know, do the add-ons accordingly. Pearl of Power. Its Shimmering Face energizes mages who hold it, allowing them to cast more spells. Reduces the remaining cooldown of your spells by 5 seconds each time you land a basic attack. Okay. He is an M1 killer, this guy, isn't he? I've just realised. Apart from... Flight of the Damned, which is like Artist. So he's going to be basic attacking people anyway. So you'd run Pearl of Power with Spell of Storing to have very quick fucking spells, actually. That's 10 seconds, provided you get a basic attacking. I'd have to see the cooldown of that as well. Ornate Horn. Once used to rally troops to battle, its very presence brings great armies to bear. I don't know what that actually means. For sure. Increases the number of entities created by Flight of the Damned by 1. Okay. You get an extra skeleton. Which probably means it's going to make it wider. Cloak of Elven Kind. Its colours are constantly shifting, making you more difficult to detect from afar. Reduces terror radius by 8 meters while the Fly spell is active. So Fly is basically similar to Blight, I think, based on what they described it as. It's a short sprint burst ahead of you, in front. So yeah, it's only going to be a short duration there. I don't know about that one. I don't know if it's going to be useful, especially when hard cooldown reduction exists. Boots of Speed, that's RPG in it. A simple click of their heels grants their wearer incredible pace. Casting Mage Hand grants you 5% haste for 2 seconds. So you're going to use that straight for a pallet. But again, predictions. You just stand at the pallet as a survivor, and then once you use the Mage Hand, just drop it again. Unless there is a window where survivors can't pick the, or drop the pallet, I should say. But I doubt there's going to be one, is there? I don't know. I'd have to see how it works again. As I say, I'm just listing these off because these are the add-ons. Robe of Eyes. When worn, none can escape its bearer's unyielding gaze. Reveals the auras of survivors within 8 meters of a treasure chest for 3 seconds each time you cast a spell. Depends how much they're going to be rummaging through your treasure chest on it. And it also means, well... if it works by an open chest, maybe. Maybe. It is 8 meters as well, so if there's a chance that treasure chests can spawn in shack, that might be quite good. Each time you cast a shell, you basically cast a spell, you get aura reading. Dragon Tooth Dagger, made from the actual tooth of a dragon. Its edge is jagged and cruel. Applies hemorrhage and mangled status effects to survivors hit with a basic attack while holding a magic item for 30 seconds. Can't really comment on that because I didn't think this guy could actually pick up magical items. I thought that was the survivor mechanic. Okay. Sure, there's Sloppy Butcher in add-on form. For the most part, anyway. Cloak of Invisibility, a powerful magic item envied by rogues and the conflict averse alike. Gain undetectable for 12 seconds each time all of your spells are on cooldown at the same time. Okay, so you don't want to run this with cooldown reduction then, I assume. It's 12 seconds. Depends on how quick spells come out, I suppose. Yeah, maybe. Bag of Holding. The realm itself bends to its astounding capacity, populating trials and with even more to take. 2 treasure chests are guaranteed to roll 1 on the dice roll, so that's the weaker roll of the dice roll system that survives after this one, where you find items to use against this killer. That basically, I think, just gives them a brown regular item. Like it's just like another chest, basically. Opening treasure chest grants the Oblivious B greater than status effect to survivors for 15 seconds, B greater than full stop. Again, it's fine. Opening treasure chest grants Oblivious for 15, yeah, the Oblivious status effect to survivors for 15 seconds when you open treasure chests. Maybe, because it does nerf your treasure chests. It might be quite good, that, actually. Because 2 of the chests are then guaranteed to roll 1s. So they're not going to get powerful items against you. Well, not as easy anyway. That might actually be quite good. At face value anyway. It doesn't do anything to do with your actual power though, is the thing. Right, then we go to his Eries. His Eries, I should say. Usually what happens with killers, as I say, these 2 will probably be fucking useless, or one of them will be significantly better than the other one, and one of them will be absolutely useless. Usually it's the Eerie one that's the bad one, but we'll see. So, Vorpal Sword, or Vorpal Sword, a powerful magical artifact whose blade has severed many a head from its accompanying body. This is spoken by VECNA, isn't it? Just needlessly lengthy sentences. Any injured survivor that enters a Dispelling Spear screams and gains Broken for 60 seconds. Using the Mage Hand spell on a downed pallet breaks that pallet in 3 seconds. Point and click pallet breaking. That might be the better one. The reason I say this is because if you are running this, you can probably just cast Dispelling Spear to the person you're chasing, and then boom, broken, 60 seconds. So it's basically like a free injure, maybe. We'll see. And then this one must be the very shit one. Iridescent Book of Vile Darkness. The ultimate compilation of cruelty, wickedness, and depravity. I believe that's the book he's keeps looking for and putting it back in his ribcage. Using the fly spell. Ah, right, this is going to be the other 2 in it. Yeah, so it's 2 for 2. You've got 1 for this pair and 1 for the other pair. Using the fly spell to pass through any vault location blocks that location for survivors of 45 seconds, so that's a better bamboozle. Lowers the number of spectral entities created by Flight of the Damned by 3 and makes them fly lower to the ground. That implies that it can be crouched under. So you're probably 2 weeks after release, you're never going to land Flight of the Damned ever as a ninja, unless you're going against new players. This is basically just better bamboozle, I think. Because it's one of them areas again that just slaps a massive needless negative on it for no reason. Because it lowers the number of spectral entities created by Flight of the Damned by 3. Why? You've got this one that buffs both of them, but fuck Flight of the Damned users, right? Sure. Fucking weird, dude. Right, anyway. I'd say that that's obviously the better one, because that's just got a random ass negative on it. It's got an extended bamboozle, I suppose, so you just put fly through, say, shack window, and it's gone. 45 seconds, maybe. But this has more use, practically. I do think that people are going to run this and just spawn Dispelling Sphere onto survivors. I'm assuming that's probably something you can do, but anyway. We'll look at the power now anyway, as it clips off the screen. Right, bound with the skin of flesh of men, the book is packed with spells both forbidden and wicked. To select a spell, hold ability button 1 to open the spell selection. The Lich has 4 different spells. My brother in Christ, do you think in the time that it takes to do gens these days, I have time to read a fucking book mid-trial? It's not going to be like that. It'll just be a fucking menu where you pick things. Mage Hand, yeah, creates a magical hand that lifts down pallets or blocks upright pallets for 4 seconds. Ah, okay. So it can actually stop pallets being dropped as well. I'm assuming, right, where was that one then? The one that breaks pallets. I really don't see how you'd... Was it one of these? I can't remember which one it was. Oh, it's there. Yeah. Uses it on a downed pallet. Yeah, I was going to say. Just put it on a pallet and it fucking breaks it. Flight of the Damned conjures 5 flying entities that pass through obstacles to injure survivors. So yeah, with this top tier add-on, you go down to 2. Sure. Dispelling Sphere casts a moving invisible spear that reveals survivors and temporarily disables magic items. Fly, briefly move faster, ignoring vaults and pallets. So there's your abilities. Special item, magic items. Treasure chests found around the map can contain magic items for survivors to equip. Again, because we have to fight back against killers these days. Power rolls. I did actually see this in the stream though. It does actually look quite fun and engaging, interactive wise. Rather than just something like the alien turret that's just, you know, just denies the power with no real counterplay. Other than hitting it with the tail, but you have to do it immediately. These include boots, gauntlets of the interloper. When Mage Hand is used, reveals the aura of affected pallets and applies haste for 3 seconds. So it reveals the aura of affected pallets, so you see which one the Mage Hand's been used on, and they also gain haste for 3 seconds. Doesn't say how much haste it is. But I'm going to assume the baseline haste effect is usually 4%. The Night Watch reveals auras of Flight of the Damned, so you can see if it's being casted through walls. The Archivist makes Dispelling Sphere visible. Okay, so the Archivist completely renders one of your abilities completely fucking useless. So you're never going to get any use out of that if anybody finds the Archivist. Skyguard reveals the Lich's aura during fly and for a few seconds after. Okay. So the Archivist and the Skyguard are probably the ones out of these that I'd say are probably fucking problematic, quite honestly. The Archivist is definitely the best one out of that though, I think. In terms of how it impacts the actual power, although the Night Watch revealing the aura of the Flight of the Damned might be quite bad as well. I don't think the Interloper is as problematic as it sounds, because you can still either just run through the pallet, I assume, or the survivor can drop the pallet, by which time they've only got like 1 second of haste away, because they'll be doing the pallet drop animation. Yeah. Special items, Hand and Eye of VECNA. These are from the high roll, so if you roll a 20 on the chest, you can get these items. Rarely treasure chests contain the Hand or Eye of VECNA when picked up and used by a survivor at full health. Now, I will say this is good game design, ladies and gentlemen, and you know, that's something that I don't normally say about this game, personally. As I said at the beginning, we are the manifestation of negativity, according to everybody else in this community, because common sense is something we're allergic to. When picked up and used by a survivor at full health, meaning you need to play the game properly, you know, in light of a lot of other perks where you just get rewarded for being shit at it and being injured, you know. These need to be used at full health, and they also damage you when you use them, because they have a strong effect. Yeah, this is what actual power roll good design looks like. They cost them an elf state, reveal their location with Killer Instinct for 3 seconds, and grant them a special ability. So the Hand of VECNA is a fast locker entry, teleports the survivor to a further locker. So basically it's putting the Dredge's power, or a miniature version of the Dredge's power, into survivor hands. It's a free escape, I'll say that, but it does, as I say, shows them Killer Instinct, so you do find out where they go, I believe. But obviously it's going to be on the other side of the map somewhere, so there is a bit of distance that's going to go on, so it'll still be more or less a free escape, out of a chase I should say. Eye of VECNA, a fast locker exit, hides the survivor's aura and grants haste for 12 seconds. That's fucking ridiculous. That's actually fucking ridiculous. After I've just said this is good game design. What you've got to think about here, ladies and gentlemen, is what I think about when shit like this comes out, because it's inevitably what I end up fucking facing, because I can't enjoy this game with by killing survivors, because my MMR gets raised and I get pushed into a shit fucking back and forth of just Swifts and Navy SEAL shit that I have no interest of playing. You get the Eye of VECNA on a fucking coordinated Swift team, mate. You jump in a locker, haste for 12 seconds. That's a 12-second speed boost that's going to get them several more laps around loops and things. And they can also have the night watch, I'm assuming. Or you can have, well, yeah, you can have somebody else on comms with the night watch that shows them where the skeletons are. So you can't shoot them through walls. 12 seconds is ridiculous though anyway. Way too long in game time. We'll see how it plays out, eh? We'll jump over to the Survivor now then, and have a look at what absolutely fair and engaging perks we've had implemented over there. I do believe it is an elf in it that we've had this time. Yeah, there's 2 survivors in this one, similar to the Legion. Here she is. I'm assuming... Yeah, there you go. So you equip it like that. Both of these are free. We've got a human male and a female elf. First non-human survivor. There she is. Yeah, I need to... Wait, hang on a minute. What you called? Astrias are... That's the inventory, you fucking plank. Astrias are... Okay, so which one do we think is going to be the Gen Rush perk of this update? Or second chance perk? I've fucking fingered it, Anna, because I've only got these at yellow. We'll just take them at face value anyway. There's no add-ons to look at because it's all shared between survivors anyway. So going into the first one, this is something to do with dice by the looks of the icon. So Bardic Inspiration. It's time to give your audience a show. Will you bring the house down or will you choke? Is this going to be like dramaturgy? Press the ability button 1 while standing and motionless to enter the performance interaction that lasts up to 15 seconds and empowers survivors within 16 meters. Roll the d20. This effect lasts for 60 seconds if the performance is completed. Okay, so you have to stand. Yeah, you have to stand still for 15 seconds. Okay. It is, isn't it? Yeah, you scream but nothing happens. Oh. Animations. I saw the hand clipping through the guitar there. Good shit. 2 to 10. Skill checks give 1% progress. 11 to 19. Skill checks give 2% progress. 20 skill checks give 3% progress. So this indirectly goes towards gens. When the ability is cancelled or the performance completes, it goes on cooldown for 90 seconds. Okay. Can you stack this? I bet you can stack this. This effect lasts for... Oh, no. Yeah. Chill the fuck out. This effect lasts for 60 seconds if the performance is completed. Right, okay. And it's a 90-second cooldown, yeah, so it would stack, but it's not physically possible to actually stack it. Although... No, hang on, you still can stack this if multiple people are running it, right? Because if you've got multiple survivors running this, in a Swift you just coordinate it. Tell them your cooldowns. I'm assuming. This isn't even great skill checks either, this is literally just skill checks. I'm assuming it's all going to stay the same for percent progress increases though, because it's not a highlighted number. It's probably just the cooldown that gets reduced. Yeah, the cooldown will probably go down to 60 seconds maybe. Usually they go 90, 80, 70. No, maybe it goes down to... It might go down to 60, but it'd be 90, 75, 60, I think. I mean, that's how it works. I don't know. But anyway, yeah, it's stuff that can actually harm gen speeds. Again, or improve gen speeds that don't need to be improved. Mirror Delusion. A familiar spell made unfamiliar in this corrupted landscape. This perk activates after completing a total of 50% worth of repairs on generators. Press the ability button 2 when next to a generator, totem, chest, or exit gate to spawn a static illusion that lasts for 100 seconds. Then the perk deactivates. That's quite cool. I mean, I'm assuming it just vanishes when you go near it, right? Or well, maybe when you hit it, it would deactivate. So this is obviously going to increase 100 seconds when it gets upgraded. Might go up to 120 seconds maybe, 2 minutes, 110, 120. It's unique. It's unique. Something new. It's not just flat gen speed increases. Yeah. Or second chance bullshit either. But that just means that this one's either one of the two, so we'll have a look. Clear mind and calm temperament will always find the means of their escape. After standing still for 6 seconds, there's a lot of standing still shit for this character. This perk activates. Until you start moving, you see the aura of the killer as well as all generators and chests within 18 meters. Great, it's a Swift enabler. Do they not understand what Swift does to this game? Do they actually not fucking know about what Swift does to this game, mate? This is literally just free callouts. In a Swift, a coordinated Swift. You just stand within 18 meters while they're being chased, and it's spoon-fed to you after you've stood still for 6 seconds. Fucking hell, dude. And this will get upgraded, the meters will get upgraded as well. I'm predicting something like 18, 24, 36, maybe. I'm assuming. It won't be the time. The only reason if it's the time, it's 5 and 6, 5, 4. Similar to Insidious. This is going to be running in Swift twat packs, this. It's literally easy wall axe. Just stand still for 6 seconds. When your mate on fucking Discord and Skype's being chased around the shack and all that kind of thing, go to the fucking corner, stand there for 6 seconds, boom, you know where the killer is. At every single instance, and you can just tell your mate where they are. Fucking hell, dude. I really don't know why they don't understand what Swift is in this game. Fucking does my head in, mate, it really does. You've got... fucking aneurysm already, it's fine. Well, you know, if you've got common sense between your ears, you know, if you've got a brain, which I trust you have, if you view my content, you'll know how problematic this is, Swift-wise. But, you know, as far as the broader Survivor community goes, this is perfectly healthy and balanced for the game. You know, because we balance around people who play on Discord and Skype and all this shit. You know, that's already a clear and competitive advantage, even when it's used at casual level. This literally just enables Swift right out of the gates, mate. It's free wall axe. It is literally free wall axe with no actual outside IQ required whatsoever. It's basically what Object of Obsession used to be, but fucking easier, mate, to activate. Because 18 meters is quite a big range even at base in game. Fucking unreal, mate. Anyway, there you go. Rip M1 killers then, I suppose, because you'll never fucking get anybody now. We'll jump into a game now, and we'll see how he plays in game. See you there. No new map, that's a shame. The loading screen has actually just enlightened me to something that I did not fucking know about this killer, which is actually beautiful. If anybody's got one of the higher range, higher power items, you can Mori him on the last hook. I'm interested to see what that'll do. Right, I'm gonna make Vile Darkness. Holy fucking shit, how do I do this? What is this? Cast Flight of the Damned. Okay. Flight of the Damned's ready. Okay, they can crouch under it. No. So already that's actually useless. Do I just... How do I select another one? What? Do I move Cast Mage Hand? So that stops that being pulled down, doesn't it? I kind of knew they could crouch under it, man. It's so fucking dumb. This is the one you use on pallets. Problem I have with this as well is we're going against fucking YouTubers, probably. Right, hang on a minute. So there's, I have to fucking hell, dude. Right, this that's quite cool. I didn't know it was going to do that. There's a lot of button pressing. Pallet break's fucking nice. Cast Fly. Fly ready? That's confusing as fuck. Okay. Yeah, there's that big ass window as well. It's so hard to pick that. Stupid fucking counterplay to that, mate. I knew it'd be like this. Which was the bottom one? Dispelling Sphere. Okay, so cast... Right, okay. Right, that does that. It's a cool effect. Looks nice. Doesn't last very long, though. I'm not going to get a Mori against these fuckers. YouTubers by the looks of it. I like his animations, the particle effects are quite cool. He's got some sort of effect there. Right, so you move your mouse towards what you want to select, I think. You're never going to hit anybody with that, mate. You're really not. Attack animations feel quite crisp. Which one's this? This is Fly. Okay, wow, okay. So you can cancel it by pressing the button. That's Mage Hand. That's Dispelling Sphere. Okay, so it shows him there. Don't know why he's broken. That must be one gem before the first hook, because we're sweating against the new killer on the PTB. Again, YouTubers.
A suitable sacrifice.
How far away can I use this? I like his voice lines. Did see somebody run over there, but you can just crouch to get out of it anyway, so I don't think you're ever going to hit anybody with it. Again, guys, we're realistic on this channel. I'm not going to be screeching all the way through it, like most other YouTubers. Fucking stairs really fucking... Yeah, there's the big ass window, see that? Unnecessary. Don't know where that girl went.
Brigands.
Look at how fucking dumb that is. Seriously. He's so fucking stupid, mate. Welcome to 2024 gaming. I think you have to hold that longer if it does, I'm gonna go for this guy for the Mori. Right, let's see what this looks like. Kill.
Enough games.
It's extremely graphic. Okay, that's very nice. Thank you for putting actual horror into the game. I'm assuming if I hold it longer it does that. That's not going to let anybody anyway. You can fucking duck under it.
Decisions.
That's an illusion. Can I do anything about that though? Okay, yeah, you hit it. There's what the depletion looks like. Yellow thing down there. Somebody's down there. Don't know where he is, can't hear him. Again, don't know where he is, can't hear him. Oh, let's head on. YouTube, isn't it? Okay, can't go over walls then, even though I'm flying. Can I cast that down there? Kinda can you? That fly it. Give me this. I don't know if... Right, okay. So you can just cast it any direction then.
Just
Because you can get between it as well. That's so fucking wank. Like, there's literally no fucking reason to use it, mate. Makes whatever the add-on is. There was an add-on that lowers it to the ground. That's basically mandatory. He's there. I need to know where the other one is. It just goes under him. It's literally useless, that ability. Just gonna get fly ready. I don't know where the other one is. Need him to save him though for the Mori. Guess not then. Just fucking DCs at the end. Do you want to be Mori'd? Is that what this is? So why behave like you don't want to be Mori'd? Do like that, that's quite cool. Is over there. He's in there. I guess we're just hooking you because you're trying to be a dickhead on the PTB for no reason. That's just this community for you. Both DC'd as well. There are legitimately people in this community that just join PTBs for the express purpose of being cunts, and I really don't know why. But anyway, there's his power. This is fucking useless, by the way. Literally. That is absolutely terrible. I mean, we're not even an hour after well, we are an hour after release now, but everybody knows how to play against it based on this. I mean, look at this shit. Why? Playing the new character, Deception, Inner Strength, Head On, Quick and Quiet. Just fucking get over yourself.